Matt, can you tell me what a GFCI is?
A GFCI is a ground fault current interrupter.
How does it work?
Well, what it does, it measures between 0.004 and 0.006 milliamps. So when the current is leaking on an outlet, it measures that and then it trips. So what that means is the current should be coming through the receptacle. Maybe you got a lamp or a piece of equipment. It comes through the receptacle, out the other side of the receptacle, and it notices that because it's alternating current. If there's a fluctuation by 0.06 to 0.04 milliamps, then it senses that and it will trip, killing the circuit out, like that. So when you see the red light on your GFCI, that tripped out. So what it's doing, the voltage on any appliance should come in and leave the same. But if it leaks somewhere, this recognizes that it's leaking somewhere, which could cause harm or to personnel or damage to property.
I find them kind of annoying. Are they really necessary?
So on average in the United States of America, there are 400 households that have to go to medical attention for home electrical shock, okay? Out of that 400, 200 are fatalities. The main thing is try to make your household safe for you and your family. Even if you have a refrigerator and it's leaking some voltage out and you're running in, you or your children are running in the house and they're barefoot, in the summertime, kind of the pool, they're going to get a glass of water, they open up the refrigerator door, and if there's a leak on there, that could cause harm, and that still happens, unfortunately, here in the United States of America.
Wow. Where would these GFCIs be installed?
Well, you want them in all your bathrooms. You want them all exterior, including your garage. So your front patio, your back patio, that's always been the same in your bathrooms. Now, we want all appliances now on GFCI protected. So that would mean all your kitchen outlets in your kitchen. That would be your refrigerator. That would be your oven, microwave that might be built in. Any built-in appliances, trash compactor, wine humidifier, that type of stuff. And then your washer and your dryer in your laundry room, now we want GFCI protected.
I'm pretty sure the washer and dryer at my house is not protected.
Okay, so in that case, you should have it protected. For your dryer machines, that's a 2-pole 30. Instead of going behind the dryer, you know, when they trip, you have to reset an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
On those kind of appliances, we put the breakers in, okay? So this is a 2-pole. So you'd have something like this for your dryer and something like this for your range, whatever else is 220 in your house. And then for your washing machine, you would have one of these in your panel inside. And if you have a built-in microwave, you'll have it there. Your refrigerator, you'll have the breaker there. If you trip the outlet on your refrigerator, you can't really slide out a refrigerator every time and reset it. Because we want to put the breakers in, that way you can just go right to your panel and reset them down.
How often does the GFCI outlet have to trip before it becomes a problem?
Well, they can trip hundreds of times and the outlet's okay. But we have seen them over the years. We've seen some strange things happen where the light won't come on or it can't reset or you can't test or whatever. So it is an electronic, you know, device for the most part, and they do fail and strange things happen to them. So in that case, we just want to replace them. But it's okay to keep resetting them.
I heard that one GFCI outlet can protect other outlets in a home. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. So you can daisy chain that GFCI outlet to 6 other outlets per the code.
Are there any safety tips or installation tips that might be helpful?
Yes, for one thing that we like, which is interesting, so we use the 20 amp heavy duty rated receptacles, right? Some of these come with a WR on them, which is weather resistant, okay? So the weather resistant GFCI, the electronics on it are kind of sealed in a product where the moisture can't get to them. All the exterior outlets need to be weather resistant on your patio or wherever they may get moisture. But what we do with our service company is that's all we use. Because even in your bathrooms, you know, if you're taking a long shower, you know how the windows can get fogged up and the moisture can get in there, and that moisture can cause some nuisance tripping. So we just use a weather resistant GFCI plugs everywhere. They cost a little bit more, but they'll save you some trips. The other interesting thing is most people will have your standard on the outside of their house. They'll have this standard cover, okay? And then there's the older kind where they flip to the side. But in the wintertime, or if you're doing Christmas lights, something like that that's out in the weather, that's always got a cord or something plugged into it, or something plugged in for a longer period of time, then we recommend is the in-use cover. Okay, so the in-use cover, you just plug your cord into here, and it drops out of here, and then you're sealed like this. That's why when we go out, we like the in-use cover. So we put these as standard on all exterior GFCI outlets for that.
Well, I guess I should go to Global Electric Services and hit book now.
Great idea. Our service techs are very trained in installing this type of material. We have the very, very best quality of materials, and we would love to come take care of you.
Sweet deal.